Everyone. Hi, everybody. Right, so you come in. Well, I put fresh pillowcases on for my guest, my son. Take them upstairs in a bit. Happy Saturday, everybody. And I've got no tea at my computer today. I'm surprised it's working. It's dried. I wiped it all over and everything, and it's dry, but it's still sticky. I couldn't get it off Capitals, and I'm going to have to give it a clean again. I've got some stuff. So, no drinks at my computer. Hi, Nova. Hi, Nova. Hi, Deb W. Hi, Porcelain Wonder. Yeah, Nova, I saw this morning that you'd sent one. I'll reply to it in a bit. I wasn't well last night, and I was still in bed when my son got here this morning, which is unusual for me. I'm usually up, as you know, with a lark at 5. There's old Jinxie. I love old Jinxie as well. You're drinking latte, Porcelain, just because I can't have a drink. No more drinks here. Absolutely. I mean, I've got a little tray thing under here. I could put one. But this is ever so sticky. I'm just glad it's still working. Can you claim on your house insurance for things like PCs? I don't know whether you can. I've never claimed on my house insurance. We've never claimed in how many years? 50 odd years. Hi, Squidgy. Hi, Greeny Bluish. Oh, this is new. You can call it a long shirt or a dress, because as you see, it comes down to below my knees there. So with a belt on, it would look quite nice as a dress. And it's linen. I love linen. Yeah, I love the colour. I like the colour. Is it Jinx? Is it a good colour for me? I've always liked this colour. Thank you, Porcelain. Yeah, I love green. Well, you do love greeny bluish. Thanks, Nova. I'm surprised I do, because I've felt awful, and I've had, as I said, I've had the shakes as well. And if you remember, when I went to the hospital, he said he was going to cut me down on the morphine patches, and I wasn't going to do it, but I did do it the last couple of days, and no, we've got to go back up. Hi, Dreadful. It's morning there. It's 2:45 in the afternoon. Dreadful. Hi, Serenity. She does. No, but I read that as she does look dreadful. Thanks. Oh, I've got to say, I'm fed up with it all. I'm fed up with Girl World. Not you lot or anybody here at all. Yeah, they not making me come back, Jinx. They just suggested at the pain clinic that I cut back the morphine patches. Instead of having 270, 170 and 135, but I can't. How can I cut back on the patches when the pain has increased? Hi, Deb W. Yes, I will. So, no, it's not squidgy. That hasn't caused the shakes. I've had the shakes for the last couple of weeks. And I just think it's stress, to be honest. I don't know. And, you know, all this girl world, and I'm thinking of it, what a load of nonsense. I see El Shami now is threatening Alex, and Alex is one of the nicest people, the nicest channel on here, and you've got a thing like him threatening. You know, what's going on with it all? Yeah, Alex is sweet, and he's not offensive to anybody. You know, he's funny. Alex is shook, yeah. I've got it on my phone. I was looking at it earlier. And he's just a vile individual. He really is. Oh, it's a message from my son. I thought I had it here. Anyway, he's threatened him, and I don't know what he's threatening him with or why. I guess because Alex made a video. He should, El Shami, if you're watching, you big string bean, you know, what you need to do is take yourself to the psychiatric clinic and have yourself admitted, you know, criminal, for the criminally insane, because that's what you are. He is a real piece. How can somebody, you know, be physically violent constantly to various people? Oh, your main account was blocked from where? All over, not just on my channel. Yeah, little man syndrome. I don't know how he gets away with it. I just don't. Hi, Claudia. Oh, I wonder why. Nobody's been blocked. All right, Claudia. I'm all right. I don't know about everybody else. I'm just fed up of what's going on in girl world and all the threats being made to people. There needs to be a clampdown on it. There really does. El Shami shouldn't be on the platform even. Somebody's contacted me saying they think they know who's behind what happened to me. Maybe. Yeah, you know, a lawsuit, that is very possible if something does happen to somebody and everything's been reported. You're having panic attacks, Claudia. No, I've never seen McInerney. Were you under Mac? Was that your name when you came in? I don't remember. I don't think anybody's ever been blocked here. Nobody. Claudia, try some meditation tapes. Try that one I suggested, Unlock Your Life. It's brilliant. It's Sarah, and she dictates the tape, and she's really, really good. Oh, did you, Jinx? You blocked Yo Mama and Stan? I didn't even know Yo Mama came in here. I didn't see it. And I don't. They're not channels I go to. Oh, were they vile? Oh, that's them, isn't it? I guess it was age related as usual because they've got nothing else. I just think that is fantastically ridiculous to attempt to shame somebody. Why? We all get older unless we die. Who's Stan, Squidgy? Who was Stan? Hi, different Sage. Sage. Sage is a nice name. Yeah, they are immature. They're immature with limited vocabulary. And maybe that's what they don't like about me, because I'm mature with quite a good vocabulary. Oh, Stan had Nada's picture as his profile picture. Ah, Stan was the mod who hadn't been modded, apparently. Somebody said Stan is a hacker. That's right, I remember now. The idiots. They're all idiots. Why are they paying? It's laughable, really, because Chantal has put old videos, right, that we've all seen them, and now she's put them for members only. So that if anybody complains to YouTube, we're getting nothing for our money. She can say, well, there you go. They are. Hi, R. Brownstein. I trust you all to block and do what you want anyway. Oh, 50th collector's edition of Dark Side of the Moon. Brilliant. My daughter likes getting original editions of all sorts. Yeah, Squidgy, I think she might have been timed out because it's her livelihood, isn't it? And it's not only her livelihood, it's Salah's livelihood, because regardless of what she says, we know that he's employed by her. What's DOSTM, Mac? Hi, Lisa. I've really got to the point of looking at things like El Shami threatening everybody. He comes on, he makes his videos, he gets thousands of views, nobody can understand him, what he's saying, and they all watch for all the ranting and raving. He knows that. DD's looking really quite delicate, shall I say, recently. Are you going to get storms soon where you are, Claudia? I like a good storm. It clears the air. All sorts of storms. And then you've got the other idiots trying to shame me because of my age. And then you've got people sending death threats and all the nonsense. And it's YouTube, Dee Dee's looking very unkempt, and she never used to, did she, when she was working? They all dislike foodie on TikTok. That's like Milk Chai, is it? Has now opened a YouTube channel, and she's coming after foodie. Yeah, Lisa H, a good film. The Banshees of Inniskillen, is it? Nova. The Banshees, I haven't watched it yet, but everybody's recommended it, and my daughter's seen it and said it's really good. Or you could watch an old black and white movie. I love them. Yeah, Deb, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? There's somebody I want to recommend to you. You know, I like hats. I like hats in the winter. I like hats in the summer. I just like hats. Well, there is a lady called Dion Woods, and I've mentioned her before, and I've promoted a channel before. Yeah, I love old movies, Lisa. So Dion is an artist. She paints furniture. She sells art. Look, pieces of art. See if I can get this. And cushions. I can't get that. See the cushions she paints? And pieces of art. But what she's doing at the moment for the spring and summer, I've turned it down because she's got music on. She's painting hats. They're hand-painted hats for the spring and the summer. She goes by the name of Turquoise Iris. And on each hat, she's got a turquoise iris pin, and they're all hand painted with a velvet band around the rim, and they're beautiful. I'm going to put a link when I finished with this, and I'll put a link because she's well worth looking at. She's got quite a lot of stuff that she sells. Oh yeah, milk is very well spoken for a young person. You're talking about foodie, Squidgy. She's brought all the riffraff. What she hasn't brought onto YouTube and given a platform to, she's attracted other pieces of riffraff. And so we're surrounded by riffraff or gutter snipes, as my mum would say. Aren't they nice, Screener? I'll post a link to her channel in the description. But she does lots of stuff, lots of beautiful stuff that you can buy. This computer is still all sticky, although I've cleaned it. I had to wash my clothes last night. You wouldn't think a cup of tea would make such a mess. All my clothes, my trousers, my knickers, and I just felt full of coffee, full of tea. And then I had to get in the shower. Dark side of the moon. Do you know, YouTube have contacted me about the last video I posted, and I thought it was something I'd said about El Shami, but it wasn't. It was to do with the paintings that I showed, the Hieronymus Bosch paintings. Oh yeah, Philip Tracy makes gorgeous hats. He does, expensive as well. So it was Hieronymus Bosch, his paintings. Well, they're classics. I studied him in a history of art and trying to decipher what he meant by certain things he painted. So I've appealed to YouTube and said he's a classic artist, even though some of his paintings are really weird. There's no need to say it's not suitable. Hi, Dark. Yeah, those paintings he's done. It's Dan here. Hi, Dan. You can look in them and you see all sorts of things, unexpected things, and things that really don't make any sense until you start studying the painting. And some of them can be quite deep. Most of them are quite deep and quite dark. If I was offered one, I'd have to be very careful of the one I selected to go on my wall, because I wouldn't want to have nightmares, Anyway, let's get this out of the way with the YouTubers. So, the ones you've mentioned here, that's Stan, who's a hacker, apparently. Just bugger off. You're not going to be welcome here. Yo Mama, who keeps going on about my age and guffawing like a loony. Very intellectual. But I can cope with him. Al Sharmi, no, he's not capable with. He's disgusting, and he needs to be off this platform. You were given a warning after being away, Dark. I don't understand, love. Hi, Dira. Hi, Stella. So, really, Stan, you're not welcome. Yo, Mama, I don't take any notes of. El Sharmi's a disgusting reprobate, in my opinion. And he needs to stop threatening other people. Hi, Roses. Hi, Jacinta. He constantly threatened Gary. Now he's gone one too far for me by threatening Alex. Oh, tornadoes where you are, Dira. And snow this morning. Where are you again? Remind me. Hi, Eileen. Yeah, I think everybody does agree about him, and everybody's complained about him, and he's still here after all the things he does. He's not, you can't even say he's mildly entertaining, because nobody understands a word he says except, well, I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you. Just go away, nobody cares about you. Hi, Nisi. Yeah, a roach. But he's not indestructible, and I do hope they get rid of him. I really do. He's got away with going to the courthouse time after time. No, YouTube has no rhyme or reason. If they see somebody is making money for them, they're reluctant to do anything. Whether they'll do anything about Foodie and all the stuff that's gone on, I don't know. Yeah, poor May. It's just like an axe hanging over her head. Andy knows it. She's doing the right thing, in my opinion, by staying low and not reacting to anything on YouTube, because he'd use it against her. But Foodie's introduced him on the platform. So did I, dear. I used to feel sorry for DD. And I did, up until I saw the things that she was saying about Gary and about Alex. And is that what he's got her hooked on now? Is she hooked on something that she's taking. You know, when I've said pounds, shillings and pence in the UK, somebody hooked on pounds, shillings and pence. Well, pounds, shillings and pence also used to be known mathematically as LSD. Oh, in the basement 3 times due to the tornadoes, due to the sirens. How do you feel about that, dear? Or is it, sounds a bit weird to say, but is it sort of a little bit exciting as well as being frightening? If you know you're safe, and you're all snuggled up somewhere. Arkansas got the worst, did they? I don't really, Niecy. I don't. But what I used to cook for the family was Easter, because they used to like it, was lamb with lots of rosemary, you know, stuck in it and roasted. I don't know. This Easter, we don't normally meet up for Easters like we used to. Little Rock, Arkansas. That's where the character in, what was it, the musical about the war, Braising Steak. Oh, wow. So we're lucky here, we don't get anything like that. Dee Dee's lost a lot of weight, and it's not, she doesn't look good for it, does she? You got storm PTSD. Yeah, anything sort of traditional. Is that because you're Catholic, dark, that you don't eat meat on Friday? I haven't looked at the pictures of the damage. I mean, I just felt, after I got off here yesterday and I'd done what I needed to do and cleared up all the mess of the tea and everything, and watched a couple of videos, saw the idiot threatening Alex. Yeah, Roman Catholic. I was brought up Roman Catholic too. It sticks with you, doesn't it? The Catholic religion, even if you're not sort of orthodox and do everything that you used to do, like mass twice on Sunday, fish on Friday. Yeah. Oh, Nova, a road traffic accident. That's something I would never stop to look at. Be frightened of what I see. Alex is lovely. I don't know how anybody can dislike him. I'm sorry. Oh, Niecy, I'm so sorry. You lost your dad. I okay, no, but yeah, let me know. I find, I don't know about anybody else, but as time has passed with Alf, it's been 2.5 years now since he passed away. And it's only recently that I wanted to do things, that I've actually wanted to get out of bed and shower and brush my teeth because it was all such an effort before. Being on here has helped and talking to everybody. High regrets. Zero regrets. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Do you know what I mean, Nova? And it's 2.5 years now since Alfie passed. And it's only lately that I'm feeling in myself, you've got to get up. You've got your kids to care for. You've got grandchildren. Alfie would be unhappy with you for letting yourself go. But it's not just that. It's the longer it's gone on, the more I feel Alf around me. And he was very poorly before with the Lewy body dementia and the Parkinson's. Yeah, I do, dear. Very good. Oh, Nisa, I'm sure. And I hope you get to the point I'm at. I hope you get to it sooner. Hi, sunshine. It's very hard because Alf is my life partner. You know, we were together from, well, when I was 15, really, because I was friends with his sisters. And so there could be no one else. And I used to think about the widows in the war, because we used to watch a lot of war films, and how when they lost their husbands when they were young, how they went on and never remarried and had nobody in their life again. But I understand it now. I do understand it. And I feel Alf around me now, and I feel him not as he was when he was poorly, but as he is now, intact, back as he was when I first knew him. And I know that in spirit, that's how he is. I know it. Hi, Robbie Cho. And I just know that he's here with me. I've got no doubt whatsoever. My younger son was here yesterday. He cooked lunch yesterday. And we've got the most wonderful kids. And I said to him, your dad and I would be saying now, when he's gone, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll watch something on the telly, we'll snuggle up. And I can't do that. And I haven't really watched the telly in 2.5 years, not really. And it's time to start doing these things. Yeah, I can do it because I can use it. Yes, he is, Nova. I don't know what he'd think of me doing these reactions to people. He'd probably say, it's not real life, just step away from it. But I have to tell you that the money that I've made recently, it's not a lot, but it's paid for this alarm system and for the next 12 months for it, because it's costing me, I think it's something like £7 a month. Bebop is Bebop here. So it's earning its keep. But somebody said to me the other day, they think they know who it is. And I had a message from them this morning to say that after that person had mentioned them, they turned up in a live stream in a chat. And she said, thinks that they've realised that they might be in trouble. If you're watching, I hope you are. I hope the police track you down. I do. Because you know what? You're a menace to society. And I've got no doubt from some of the stuff that was in the emails, and I didn't show them all, did I? I've got no doubt that if your queen, Foodie Fatso, if she told you to do something, you would do it. I've got no doubt, or at least you would consider very seriously doing it. And you're the one who also sent Foodie emails to say that you'd what was the wording now? That you do things to me, that you take care of me. He would consider. Alf would want me to stop living. He might want me to stop living. He might want me to be with him. I keep saying to him, "I'm ready when you are." I mean, I even know I'm going to be buried in the same plot as him. Yeah, Stella. There's all sorts of signs, and one of the signs is the little meter. I keep saying this, the little meter that shows me how much fuel I've used, and it comes up 222, 333. It comes up in sequence like that often when I look at it. Not all the time, but often enough for me to stop and think. Yeah, Sherry, I don't think you get over it, do you? You don't get over losing. And I don't want to get over it. I just want to be able to live with it until I join him again. Hello, Bebop. There's you've just reminded me. Oh, I'm gonna go and get it and show you. There's isn't there a Bebop label for dresses, women's dresses, like 50s dresses? You've just reminded me of a dress that I wanted to show you. Let me get it for you. Just a sec. I've got two. There's another one, but I think it's hanging up upstairs. So this is the one I wanted to show you. I've got a load of Frida Kahlo stuff. Look at that. You see the pattern on that? She's a Mexican artist. and it's just a loose cotton dress. But if you look at the pattern on her shoulders, she's got parrots, look, on her shoulders. The way she does her hair like that. Who was not Matahari? Who was the other one? The famous eccentric with all the fruit on her hair. You know the one I mean. Did I say hello to you, dear? I did, didn't I? But see that bebop? You see the pattern on that? It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like that painting that I put on a video. There's so much in there to see, and it's so intricate. And of course, it's the colour as well. I like. They made this to my size in that the length and everything is the perfect length for me. It's just perfect. So it took a while for me to get that from them. And then I've got this one, this dress, which I love. It's a ghost label, and it's just green velvet. See, I love green with short sleeves. Actually, I could wear that because it's with a cardi for the spring, because it's, and I love that one as well. I used to buy a lot of ghost stuff, but this one I really do. Do you know, I haven't worn it. You know what I've said to you since Alfie died, and that year when I bought clothes, or clothes from the previous year to wear the following summer, when he was so poorly, I didn't wear anything nice, really. Well, I told up to go and see him so he wouldn't worry, but you know. Hi, Cindy. Lilybet in here. Oh, I love Edwardian. I'll tell you, Edwardian era and Georgian era houses. I love them. Yeah, I need to wear it. Dreadful. I need to start wearing. I've got loads of clothes that I haven't had on my back. And some of them are a size 6 and size 8. I'm never going to get into them again. Size 10 now, sometimes a 12, depends on the label, but size 10 UK. Aren't they beautiful, Susan? You're the same, Stella. I should dress up, and yeah, because Alf used to like me to wear nice clothes. Hi, Angel Wings. Good morning, love. Hi, Cindy. It is nice, Robbie Cho, isn't it? I had a friend in the animal rights movement. Well, she's still my friend, I guess. Oh, you're almost 5'10". I'm probably 5'2" now. It used to be just under 5'4", but because of all the bones. I need to do you a fashion show. I need to show you the clothes first, maybe in one stream, and then in the next stream I do just wear them, you know. Red shoes. I've got some red shoes, and I've got those ones that are peculiar choice. Is it peculiar choice with all the patterns on shoes? So when I've gone back up to my full morphine patches again, I'll be standing up straight. Hi, Amanda. I was saying, Robbie Show, I've got a friend in the animal rights movement called Robbie Show. Something Robbie Show. No, I changed into a dress, a normal dress, But because my wedding dress was one of these big things, you know. There's a video on somewhere of our wedding home. Irregular choice, that's it. Yeah. I've got loads of shoes as well. Who's Squidgy? You mean Squidgy? Yeah, I'll do it, Cindy. I mean, I showed in a video the other week some of the clothes I got from the 40s. Can you believe? And some going back to the flapper era, and they're so fragile. I might be able to wear them once, but then they'd fall apart. I'd never be able to wear them again. Yeah, red shoes. What's the ones that you get that their signature thing is the red sole underneath? What's that one? Oh, yeah. I was told never, ever trust anybody who wears green shoes. Don't know why. Louboutin, that's it. I had confetti down the inside of my dress, and somebody got it on the camera when I just got my hand down and pulled it all out. I think you've got it almost right. I think Louboutin. I've been called some names as well, sweetie. They don't make clothes like they used to make them, I don't think. You've always wanted a pair of red bottom shoes. Did you see? Remember the ones that Meghan Markle wore? In fact, she's worn a few pair of shoes, but when they announced their engagement, they walked out onto the lawn of Kensington Palace, was it? And she had those with the tie, stiletto steels, but with the tie round the ankle. They were about 2 sizes too big for it. There was that much space in the back of them. You had rice thrown at you and it hurt. And no, I only had confetti. We only had confetti. I think nowadays they make things and they guarantee them. Like you've got a 2-year guarantee with this. You can almost guarantee yourself that that's going to break down the week after the 2-year guarantee is up. Yeah, we used to take the shoes to get them mended. I did. There are cobblers. There are a couple around here. I think Meghan Markle and Harry have they've hyped up all this racist business. I do think that maybe something was said, and I think maybe something was said like, when you're pregnant, you're having a child, and they say, "Oh, I wonder who he'll look like," or "I wonder if he'll have black hair because my hair was black," or whether he'll be fair like Alf, stuff like that. So somebody said about, what if the child, I wonder what sort of texture or colour the skin is going to be. Like my grandmother was Spanish. My daughter has got beautiful olive skin. It's gorgeous. And I think something was said. I don't think it was said to deliberately upset them. But I do think there's a couple of racists in the royal family for sure. Yeah, cotton threads and wools. See, I've got my sewing machine over there. I've got my model thing up there to my measurements. I ought to do some stuff. That's it. They don't want publicity, Meghan and Harry. And I'd respect them more if they said they don't want publicity. That's fair enough. Then be like Princess Anne and don't give your children titles then. Let your kids grow up, as you said they want them to, with just a normal life. And what does being a princess mean in California? Princess Lilibet or Prince Archie? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Angel Wings. You are an angel. Hello, Courtney. Long time no see. Yeah, I just don't read. I just don't read it. He's going through a court case at the moment, isn't he? Libel with the newspapers. But I do think there has been some racism there. And I can identify the one member of the royal family who went to the lunch. I told you with a blackamoor brooch on. I think that was very tasteless to do that the first time she was going to meet Meghan. Yeah, so she can ride on a kid's coattails. Angel Wings, sometimes I do. My daughter's the talented one with sewing and violin and things that she can do that I can do, but I don't do them as well as her. But I've got the time to practice now. Feel rich even if you aren't wealthy. You can feel classy, you can make it classy. When I've gone out with a hat, just going out to lunch, or if I wear gloves, and people, I don't do it so people will look. I do it because of how it'll make me feel. Yeah, Diana was lovely. She was. Diana was used. Hi, pallets. She was used just to breed, and she knew it. She knew it, and she knew the night before she married Charles, or she knew the day she got married to Charles, rather, that the previous night he'd spent with Camilla. And she said that's all she could think about walking down the aisle is, where is she? And she saw her. Yeah. I was up when it came on the television. It was late, wasn't it? All the early hours. And I don't know why. Hi, Panda. I don't know why I was up so late. Anyway, I was watching it and I was shocked. And I went to bed. And then when Alf got up, he went down to make tea, brought tea up, and he said, "You'll never guess what's happened." So I said, I knew. I said, I know, I watched it. She was beautiful. Everybody loved Diana. Well, no, they didn't. It's a lie, because Alf and I used to meet up with these people occasionally when we went shopping in Solihull, and Alf used to buy himself stuff, and then I used to look and look. He used to say, "Do you want something?" But we used to go to lunch in a nice little traditional pub there, and we got talking to this group, ex-RAF they were, and they used to talk about Diana and Fergie and say they're no good. They're no good, both of them. They're no good. They were really old-fashioned RAF gentlemen. I don't know what they expected of Diana and Fergie. I think they expected somebody regimented and rigid, Well, in that case, he should have married somebody a lot older, shouldn't he? Courtney, even the first responder to Diana thought he was shocked when he learnt that she'd passed away, because he didn't think her injuries were that severe. Oh, I love fresh flowers. Nova sent me some beautiful flowers. That black dress, that they say that was her revenge dress. Hi, Mudslicker. Well, Fergie's never really not been with Andrew. She's always been with him. Oh, and the Elton John song, yeah. I admired how Diana's brother spoke up, and said that she didn't need HRH before her name. She didn't. And she came from a family that went way, way back, even before the royal family. I mean, the royal family are, basically they're Germans. Queen Victoria married her first cousin, Albert, who was German. Yeah, Frida Kahlo, Carte. Carmen Miranda, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, Frida Kahlo. I've got lots of Frida Kahlo stuff. That one. I love it, and I've never ever had it on my back, but I will this summer. She had a unibrow, didn't she? Frida Kahlo. Don't think she ever plucked her brows, and she had a unibrow. Fergie was away with the fairies. Do you blame her in that family? They brought fun to Buckingham Palace and to Kensington Palace. I love Frida Kahlo. I've got little notebooks and everything. I could say, who's this? I will wear it and the other stuff I've got. And you feel better when you've dressed, when you've bothered. I guess I'm going from memory now because I haven't done it in such a long time. But this is new. This is linen. It's just an ordinary dress. Was it? Was it the only language spoken in the court of Victoria? I didn't know that. Did they not speak English at all? Yes, I do. Palettes, Fergie's ribbons, and Diana always used to wear those like a pie crust around the neck. And I used to have some of them as well. Andrew's trying to get a job representing the royal family again abroad. I don't think he's going to get whatever it is he wants. He wants to be an ambassador. An ambassador. Yeah, they were Germans. And Victoria used to, her main hobby was, and I think it's an interesting hobby to have if you're in that position. I'd probably have done it as well. But she used to sit there and she used to look at the other royal houses of Europe, and she used to work out which of her daughters should marry other members of other royal families. She used to try and broker marriages for them. Yeah, Andrew's done. Camilla. I've got a bit of sympathy for her, a little bit. Not for what she did to Diana or any of that part, but since she's been with Charles, she hasn't really set up wrong, has she? Did I say hello to Milk Bee? Hi, Milk Bee. Yeah, Fergie writes books. Camilla's face. Camilla is 2 years older than me, I think, or 3 years. But her skin, it's really, really lined. I guess she smokes a lot. No, she drinks. She likes to drink. No, but Camilla was a friend of Paul O'Grady. He liked her. Yeah, Cindy, we ought to do that. All of us on here have a dressing up day. I want to go to that place in Birmingham where, and I've said it before, I've been in there because I went in there to try and get my nails done and there was nobody there to do them. But they will do everything for you. They sell clothes, they sell 50s clothes, all sorts. And if you go in, you can go in. They'll come out to your house as well and do it for extra. And they will do your hair, they will do your makeup, your nails, anything you need. And they will have a choice of clothing and they will recommend, what you should be wearing. And they'll just do like a retro effect. I'd love that done. Have they? They've had over 100,000. I'm not surprised. In donations for Paul O'Grady. He loved animals. Yeah, he was a good friend of Cilla Black too. Charles is a man-child. Remember Michael Fawcett, his ex-valet, who used to do everything for him, set his clothes out and, anything that he needed, Michael Fawcett used to do. And Charles used to need to have his eggs perfectly done, right? So they would boil, if he was having boiled eggs, they would boil 8 eggs, 8, in the hope that 1 or 2 of them would be correct for him. Yeah, you can visit Osborne House, yeah. And Camilla's Miles and Bad Road. Oh, Courtney. You're probably not wrong. Princess Anne had an affair with Camilla's husband before they were married, before Camilla married him. And, of course, occasionally he will escort her to Ascot and other places. It's really weird crowd. Courtney, that should be a song. Should make that into a song. Did you hear that about the eggs? Yeah, 8 eggs they used to have to boil. His shoelaces ironed. He has his newspapers ironed. And Michael Fawcett said he had to put a specific amount of toothpaste on his toothbrush. I mean, that's taking it too far, isn't it? Did he? He took his own toilet seat. Yeah, he's a dandy. He's a fop. But I also think he's very pretentious. In Buckingham Palace, there was a reception for something after he was king. Well, he's not officially king till May, is he? Oh, Nisi, bless you. Yeah, come in again and feel free to talk, and people will listen. Oh, good, mudslicker. Robert Joe's going to iron your shoelaces. No, I was thinking April the 1st was yesterday. You're welcome, Nisi. God bless. I was thinking it was yesterday. Yeah, you shouldn't have to do it yourself, Robert Show. Have you got nobody to iron the shoelaces for you? I don't. I mean, I've just put pillowcases on there. I no longer iron my. I do. I iron the broader unglazed ones on my bed just because they make me feel special. But the others, I don't. I don't iron. Did you? Your mum used to prank you kids. What was the best prank she played? Squidgy. Yeah, he's crowned king on Coronation Day. That's the 6th of May, isn't it? Do people still iron their underwear? No. I change it every day though. Bebop, you can only April Fool them up till midday. Doesn't count after midday. Yeah, Prince Charles, mud slicker. Well, he doesn't do it. His valet does it. I guess there's a place for the royals. A slimmed down version of them. She told you all the water. Well, that's all right. A cup of tea or squash. She told you all the water had been pinched. That actually happened, didn't it, when Foodie and Salah went to the desert? Allah said that when they left the next day, they left early and they'd taken the water with them. So Allah's kids and Murad's kids, well, not Allah's kids, Murad's kids, couldn't have a drink of water. No bread, so you've got to have toast. Yeah, I've heard that one. Of course, Nova feels important. I always too much starch in Charles's britches. Yeah, you are important. I just think if being married to Charles, you'd think he looks prettier than me because he has all these, his valets doing all these things for him and putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush. I just find their way of life fascinating, and the way the Queen, they all had separate bedrooms. It was Bebop. It was a terrible thing to do, wasn't it? I remember when we went camping once in the desert overnight camping in little tents, expats. And we hadn't taken enough water. It was awful. It really was. Are you off, Robbie Show? You're going to iron your shoelaces and your undies. Don't forget the starch in both. So shall I start dressing up for my live stream? Shall I start, not everyone, but occasionally start putting some of these darn dresses on? You're the camp cook, Cindy. My mum used to be. Oh, yes, he did. When he had the pen, Charles, the fountain pen, and it wouldn't work. These bloody things, he said. Shall I, Squidger? Yeah, I will. I'll start making an effort. Who's a fire starter? You're going to start throwing pens. Stop it, Robert Show. You're starting to sound like Foodie B Day. I mentioned Foodie B Day the other day, and lo and behold, there she was. This lipstick, do you like it? I keep meaning to show you what it is. I'll bring it next time. Yeah, maybe I should. I mean, I cut my own hair, which I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Because all I did was get it all back in a ponytail and cut it straight across. I've got to employ. I don't have shoelaces sewn over. Oh, I do. I have got some tennis shoes. Thanks, pallets. No, I'm doing it tonight, Squidger, for tomorrow. Put my pinky up too. Hi, Janine. I've prepared the stew. I've just got to throw it on overnight. Living with ghosts. Do you? Hello. Living with ghosts. I wonder if you do. Oh, I had a friend phone me the other day, and there's been a noise in her house, and her daughter said it's coming from the loft upstairs. We might have mice. Anyway, they got somebody out to look, and they've got a mouse. And whoever it was went into my friend's bedroom, and they thought it was upstairs, but they went into my friend's bedroom and found mouse droppings on the floor. So she's gone ape about that. Yeah, welcome to anybody coming in. I don't mean to miss anybody. So they put 2 boxes down. I don't know what's in the boxes to attract the mice. And then they're going to go out next week to see if they've caught any. Hi, Polly. Polly problem. No, Nova wouldn't step on anybody's toes. Yet I'd like to know if living with ghosts is living with ghosts. I've got some excellent books, and I need. You're not here. I know I showed you these. I know I showed you these because they're still here. And I've got loads of Alice Hoffman books. I like her writing. She writes with heartbreaking clarity. And she writes of small towns in America. Are you afraid of mice? And my friend said, I wouldn't like to wake up in the morning and there it is, looking at me. You've just put your kettle on. Yeah, I'm going to have a cup of tea after I finish here. No, I used to. The kids used to like dumplings in the stew, but now they just added stuff to put weight on. So no, I don't make them anymore. Do you? Oh, you do? Do you use suet, Squidgy? My mum used to say about ghost angel wings, the dead will never hurt you. It's the living you've got to worry about. It's true. Yeah, we're all living with spirits. We all have. I do believe in a guardian angel. I do believe that somebody is assigned to the job of watching you. I mean, I pity mine, the things I've done in the past. Suet, yeah. My mum used to do it all like the traditional way, her dinners, and Alfie's mum. You got soil from both your parents' grave, Dark. Where do you put it? I've got in my lockets. I've got Alfie's hair. No, why should that bother anybody, Dark? If that gives you comfort, then why not? Yeah, Deb, there's a knack to them. I can't make them like Mummy used to make them, for sure. And every Friday, being Catholics, when she was cooking for like 10 people, it was down to the fishmongers. And you used to have all the fish out the front with ice around it. And where it is now, that place where Mum used to shop, it's all it's taken over now by it's an ethnic society now. It's not like it used to be at all. And Mum used to have her underwear shop that she used to go to, her sweet shop that she used to go to, Woolworths that we used to go to. Oh, your dad's down south and your mum's near you. Well, that's one thing with Alf and me. We're both going to be in the same plot, when I go, so I know where I'm going. I used to like Woolworths, Squidgy. Saturdays, my sister used to take me to Woolworths, and they used to have all the books, the jotters, like Anne Boleyn Reid likes. But you could get the jotters with different coloured pages in. I haven't got one here, have I? No. Oh, Janine, could you eat in there in Woolworths by you? I've never had anything from Woolworths. I've eaten breakfast in Morrison's. Well, that's how we're going to be, Squidgy. My husband below and me on top. I agree. Cindy, that it can happen, and I believe you. Yeah, Dark, people who've got really closed minds and they don't believe in anything. I just think that they've got really closed minds, and so if you've got a closed mind, you're never gonna learn anything. That happens, doesn't it? A lost soul not realizing that they passed away. Oh, you've just reminded me I might do myself some grilled cheese, actually. No, but do you think you've got, a sensitivity to hearing things? Because I used to. Not recently, but I have had experiences. Hi, Miss Connie. You want a banana split for a penny? I never even knew Woolworths had diners. Oh, yeah. A dark place when your husband dies, very dark. And nobody can reach you. Nobody can. You can buy, because I wanted a new table for my kitchen. The only problem is, I don't know whether you've seen my table. It's solid oak, and you can get, what, 10 round it at a pinch. And it was bought, about 25 years ago. So I want it to stay in the family if I get rid of it. Um, and I get a smaller one. And I was thinking of getting one of those retro diner tables. Yeah, a lot of places have closed since the pandemic. It's a shame. People have lost their businesses. You probably have now, but if you've seen a lot like that. And you, Dark, yeah. And me, I, the night before what was it, where the football fans were all squashed up against the fences at the front. Um, I sort of dreamt about that, about being squashed, being unable to breathe. And the next day we heard about this happening at the football match. Oh, you can tell the genders of babies. My sister used to like to go to clairvoyants or mediums. Squidgy, you probably have to develop it, don't you? You have to focus on it and develop it. Hillsborough, that's right. I was trying to think what it was. Yeah, the night before the Hillsborough disaster. That was awful, wasn't it? And that was the police's fault because they let too many into the ground. It was, why did they do that? Where were you, Squidgy? I do. I have a sixth sense where my kids are concerned. Definitely. So did I, Nova. But as time has passed, I'm wondering whether it was dreamt. It may have been. Oh, Miss Connie, that sounds lovely. The diners, yeah. There's nowhere like that, is there, to go now? I mean, the places most resembling them are Costa. There's a Costa down the road, and places in some of the supermarkets and the shopping malls. Yeah, never. What did you see the first time? It'll probably happen, Janine. Alf hasn't come to me. I mean, no, in a way he did, because there was one night, and I mentioned it in a video, I think. I mentioned it, and it was just so real that I felt him lying on the bed with me, and I was snuggled up to him with my feet on him like I used to do. He was, oh, your feet are so cold. And the next morning, I just felt a disappointment that he wasn't there, but I felt that he'd been there. It was weird. That's right, Squidgy, not until you're ready. And they say that if you're grieving deeply, which I have been for over 2 years, and you're grieving deeply, you prevent them coming through to you. Yeah, small diners make the best food. And greasy spoon cafes, like greasy spoon cafes here, like where truck drivers and long distance drivers and stuff, you can go in there and get a big mug of tea, strong tea, for next to nothing. Yeah, angel wings. Oh, you were told that too, yeah. Angel wings, in dream state. Does it help if you go into one of these, like, because I'm really into listening to meditation now and the music to help me sleep. Does that help? Because you can get some that sort of say to meet your higher self, or to, if you're grieving, they've got different tapes. There's a fella called Michael Seeley, another one called Jason Stevenson, and then there's Sarah from Unlock Your Life. I like her very much. Yeah, Bebop, it does. It's 2.5 years with me, and I've only just got to the point now where I still can't sit and enjoy watching the telly or anything, but at least I get up and I do things. Took me a long time. Read what you wrote. Oh, wow, dark. See, it does happen. Oh, well, I use them, angel wings. I use those. Eckhart Tolle, yeah, he is, isn't he? He said he was talking about black holes in each galaxy, and he wrote about it in one of his books. And when they were editing the book, the his publisher said, "You can't say this. You can't say that there's a hole in each galaxy, because nobody knows." And of course, later on, it was proven that there actually is a black hole in each galaxy. Yes, Cindy, or you can have if you're going to sleep, and white noise, you can have a fan on, even a fan, just something. I like listening to videos where you've got Victorian England, where you've got the clopping of the carriages and snowfall and stuff like that. Now, Alf remembered, he was born in 38. He remembered as a child, sort of 4 and 5 years old, the bombing, the Germans bombing England, Birmingham, but he didn't know it was bombing, of course. He knows that they went to the shelter, the Anderson shelter, I guess, and when the thuds and that of the bombs used to come, and he was frightened, and his sister was frightened, and their mum used to say, it's just the snow falling off the roof, even if it was the middle of summer, it's just the snow falling off the roof. Oh, animals, yeah, animals, yeah. Hi, Cece. Nice to see you, darling. Animals are very well attuned to spirits. You ever had one of your animals sort of sit up? All of ours did it at different times and just look and start whining. St. Benedict medals. What was St. Benedict, the saint of dark? Yeah, we were just having a chat, and I was having a moan about Girl World and all people getting threats, and now Alex, lovely Alex, getting threats from El Shami. He's like a big ghoul, you know, big shadow over the internet. You forgot. Oh, wow. Squidgy. You'd be terrified if you saw something, Cindy. You probably wouldn't, because it would probably seem very real to you. You'd think it was there. And like, just remember what my mum said to me. You don't have to worry about the dead. They will never hurt you. It's the living you've got to worry about, not the dead. Cece, I don't know, honestly, and we can identify some of the people where the threats are coming from, and they're threats of physical violence, physical harm. It shouldn't be happening. Somebody does that, they should be warned and then the next time kicked off. Young children are like animals as well, in that their senses aren't bothered by all the things that are going on in the world like ours are, and children are very receptive as well to spirits. It's horrible, Bebop, and now you know what's happened to me, but what's happened to Alex with El Shami, it's just horrible. I was to protect you from evil. Somebody taped, and I thought it was a little bit intrusive actually, but they taped somebody in a nursing home who was dying, and this lady was talking and reaching out, and I guess it was the care assistant, and she taped her, and her arm was reaching out to somebody like this. You know, it seemed really when my brother died of cancer, going back, 10 years or so ago now. Our elder brother had also died. A couple, because don't forget my siblings are a lot older than me, and but my brother died when he was 64, about 10 years ago, and the other brother who previously died, and my mum had died in 1994 as well. And when he was in the hospital and he was dying, his wife and his daughter were at the bottom of the bed talking together, and he was asleep. They thought he was asleep, and all of a sudden he sat up in bed. He sat up and said, "Move away from there. John and Mum are there. Move away from there." And then within 10 minutes he was gone. Yeah, loved ones do come to help you. Crossover, I believe that too. Hi, M. Hobbs. Oh, angel wings, that's lovely. Spirits won't harm you. I mean, maybe there are bad ones. Maybe there are. I don't know. But my experiences have been foretelling of something that is going to happen. They've been warnings, if you like. I've got to get a cat, Claudia and Cindy. I've got to get a cat. I can't stand not having. It's taken. Amber passed away 7 years ago now, and it's taken all this time for me to want to get another animal, because I felt that I was being disloyal if I did. So it's taken all this time, and I think she'd want me to. I haven't seen him, Claudia. I've sensed him, Alf. And I've sensed him lying on the bed with me, close to me, and it's been so real. Look at the number of people watching now. It's 69. I believe in numbers meaning things as well. The number of Alf's house when we were courting was number 69. Obviously, all sorts of things that happen, and I think you've got to look, maybe not search madly, but just be aware. There are more than spirits now. What do you mean? What do you mean, more than spirits? We do have a guardian angel. I believe that there is somebody assigned to us, an ancestor maybe. Do you mean Anne, Lucy's mum? I don't know. What happened then with Gary's videos, Hobbs? What happened? Oh no, Cindy, I am going to get a cat. I definitely am. Yeah, Bebop, that was like my brother. He did as well. Your granddaughter's called Amber. I've always loved that name, Amber. Wow, dark. Robins, yes. I've had a lot of robins since Alf passed. When I can be out sweeping the leaves out the front, and there's one robin, and I swear it's the same one, and he comes and he perches on the fence. He'll hop over to me. He's almost coming up to me, and I've bent down to him, but he hasn't come up to my hand. What was it then, Nova, if not a spirit? You mean evil? They say that. I've got another thing to take to Alfie's grave. You know, loved ones are near when Robins are here. Something like that. Dark spirits. Yeah, but I haven't had the misfortune to see one. Feathers, yeah, I've had feathers. And when our son-in-law died, it was birds. And I've got pictures to prove it, the birds, because he loved birds. And they flew in our house. They were on the light fitting over the dining table, just perched there. My big Betty Boop that was over in the corner, there were two birds sitting on a hat. Ever so strange. A friend told you to light a candle, Claudia. I know you went through a lot. And cardinals, yes. Oh, no, then. I mean, if you believe in good, you know, if you believe in good, then you've got to believe in bad. You know, if you believe in good, you've got to believe in evil. As I say, I'm just fortunate enough not to have experienced it. Yeah, birds, definitely birds. I'm good and Chantal's evil. Yeah, but you know, we've all got bad. We've all got a streak in us that is not we're not perfect. None of us. I just think that Chantal's got more than her fair share of nastiness. And every time I try to make an excuse and think, don't be so hard on her, she does something else. Hi, Cricket. Good afternoon. Good morning to you. Bye, Bebop. So glad you came in. And I'll wear some of these nice dresses. Now, owls, Cindy, in the attic bedroom, there's three dormer windows. And the one morning when I was there, I mean, when I was in bed early, there was a tapping on one of the dormer windows, and my dog sort of sat up wondering what this tapping was. I didn't have the blind pulled right down. It was an owl tapping on the window. I mean, what does that mean? Because I've never seen anything like that before or since. I think, Cindy, I think that there's something wrong there. Oh, Squidgy, okay, my darling. Have a nice evening. Ta-ra! Is that what you said? Ta-ra! Oh, you had to tell them to leave. Was that Mark, Claudia, when Mark passed? Yeah, it was odd. Isn't it weird? Hi, Holly. never dismiss it, Dark, because I believe that these things do occur, definitely. Bye, Squidgy. See you in the next, my love. Ooh, the Pope's exorcist. It's scary, is it, Nova? Knock, knock. The window. Yeah, Claudia, be careful what people are telling you. If it's making you uncomfortable, you know, what people tell you, they might not mean to upset you or anything, but they might not be right. Oh, the Pope's exorcist. Let's have a look. Oh, I must remember to put that link to Dion's channel. Russell Crowe is in it. Franco Nero, Ralph Ineson. Oh, should we watch the trailer? Can you see it? Oh, hang on. Sound's turned down.
Whatever you do, you only do because God.
If you're a snorer, you need to hear this. Regular anti-snoring products are not scientifically designed to address the real cause of snoring. You might...
Whatever you do, you only do because God allows it. Did he allow that?
Father
Very dark.
On the night of June 4th,
Russell
you
Crowe.
performed an exorcism.
That was not an exorcism. The majority of cases do not require an exorcism. 98% are recommended by him to doctors and psychiatrists. The other 2%, I call it evil.
We have more questions for you, Father Mort.
You have a problem with me? You talk to my boss, the Pope. There's a case that needs your attention. Bring me the priest. I'm here to help, Julia.
Oh, it's like it's a bit like the original Exorcist.
Take caution, there are secrets buried there. Is the Vatican sealed? The Church has fought against this demon before. The Vatican covered it up. We need to find out why. You've been played. You talk the fates. Whatever you do, you only do because God allows it. Did he allow that? Imagine what could happen if the devil possessed the soul of the Pope's exorcist. Who will defend you? My faith does not require defense.
Oh, it might be good.
If you're a snorer, you need to hear this.
That works. What do you think? It might be good, mightn't it? Oops. You live in Memphis. Yeah, it reminds. It's a bit reminiscent of the original Exorcist. You had bad tornadoes last night. Stay safe. It must be like the UK during the war. You know, when all the bombers were coming over, you've got to get underneath the house, and is that what you do? Get in a shelter and just stay there. Oh, you collect angels, Claudia. Why do they, the angel wings, exorcism movies scare me? Sometimes they do me as well. Like you just said, you can only do what God allows you to do. So why does God allow it? Is my question. I don't understand it. I mean, God's all powerful, so what? I sometimes think, gosh, I sound like really old fashioned, but with everything that's going on in the world, are we in the latter days? Because the world's gone crazy. I mean, Gorl's gone crazy with all the threats, but the world's gone crazy too. Yeah, so the Catholic Church still has, they have exorcists, don't they, Nova? Still. Are you getting your master closets? Do you mean, is a closet to you like a bathroom? Because a closet to me would be like, we're sort of separated by different words, aren't we? Closet to me would be like a walk-in wardrobe. I just thought, I hope I don't get done for copyright now with YouTube. They're very sensitive. Hello, Cherie. Yes, God has given us free will. No, I don't understand. I mean, yeah, we're given free will, but I mean, like you say, Cherie, Chantal has chosen evil. Chantal has chosen money, her channel, and money, and men. I know The Exorcist was frightening, but things that were frightening then, you had people passing out in the cinema. We've become sort of inured to it by now because of all that's happening. Who's going back to school? Holly? Yeah, a room in the middle of your house. I've often wondered if anything like that happened here, where would I go? I'd have to go onto the landings. and take my teas made with me, my tea bags. Yeah, closets are bathrooms, I think, in the US, Nova. So I can't say I've got a room in the middle of the house here, except the downstairs lavatory, and that's too small to sit in. So it'd have to be the middle part where all the stairs are coming down. So there'd be plenty of room. Too much free will, yeah. You got 2 bags of cans, have you? Oh, right. Closets are closets, like wardrobes, walk-in wardrobes. I better get going in a bit and get me my stew. It's all prepared. I'll put it on overnight. No, digging in dumpsters is not good. A lot of people do, don't they? Go dumpster diving. I just think are they really desperate that they've got to do that, or is it just their way of living now? Really, Nova? This one that I just showed? Oh, right. I don't know whether any of you have seen this on YouTube. There's a man who goes round and he finds people who are down and out and homeless and, they need something. Yeah, got you, Sherry. Yeah. You should have walked out as well, Nova. Anyway, he goes round and he finds these men and women who actually need something. They're down and out and, dirty and hungry. And he went up to the first one I watched, he went up to this man and he said, "Hello, is there anything I can help you with?" And the man just sort of looked vacantly at him and he said, "Would you like some food? Would you like something to eat?" So he took him somewhere for something to eat. And then when that had finished, he said, "Is there anything else I can do for you? Do you need some new clothes?" And they went and they bought new clothes. And "Is there anything else I can do for you?" And he just went on like that. And then there was a woman as well. And he said to her, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And she said, "I saw a dress that I'd really like in Walmart." And he took her to Walmart to get this dress. And he said, "Is there anything else you need?" And she mentioned a few things. So they went round Walmart and filled the cart, and food and everything. Rosemary's Baby was a good film. And that's what he does. I don't know where he's just got a lot of money and he goes around helping people like that. And people say, "Oh, you shouldn't film it." But I think it's good that he films it because it might give other people the incentive to do the same. Who have you seen over Mark? Oh, yes, there are still many good people in this world. I just think in girl world in particular, now we've got more than our fair share of not so good angels walking among us. Oh, right, Claudia. Mia Farrow, I yes, and the book, yeah. Yeah, I would help them as well. I don't know whether I'd go out now and walk around the cities, but I'd certainly, if I had too much, you know, like people say, too much money, it would never be too much for me, because I'd make sure my family and friends were all sorted out, and then the wider community, for sure. But I loved Mia Farrow. She was married to Frank Sinatra for a while, wasn't she? What's Rosemary's Baby about? Well, Rosemary is married to an actor, and they're poor, you know. He's not getting a lot of jobs, and she's a housewife, so to speak, as you were in those days. And she's pregnant. She gets pregnant, and they move to a big apartment block, a lovely big flat. They get for peanuts. Get friendly with the neighbours. The husband gets particularly friendly with them, and the acting jobs start rolling in. So they're on a big roll of luck. But what she doesn't know is that the neighbours are Satanists. And as I say, she's pregnant. So I'm not going to tell you any more, because it will spoil it for you. The Home and Rosemary's Baby. I think I like that because Mia Farrow was in it. Yeah, I'm going to go and get my stew on, Nova, and I've got to make some sandwiches for when they come back. But I'll be relaxing in a couple of hours. So then, yeah, it's scary. It is a bit scary. Not as scary as The Exorcist. Oh, is that where it was filmed? Spoiler alerts for Rosemary's Baby, that she was saying. Yeah, look it up, Claudia. And the book was good as well. I don't know who wrote the book. Who knows, Sherry, with her. I think she'll go back. I do. I don't think she's going to remain a Muslima. Oh, was Mia Farrow with Elvis? Exactly, Cindy. The scariest movies, scariest things ever are ones that can possibly happen. Why was the Dakota building infamous, dark? Was the strange things happening there? Okay, Nova. Oh, yeah, Woody Allen. He was talented, though. Oh, John Lennon lived there, did he? And that's where he's shot. I like that. John Lennon, we were saying when we were talking in another video, somebody was asking George Harrison how he learned that John had been killed. And he said, well, you know, I heard it. I had a telephone call. I was in bed. And, oh no, I think his wife went in. She took the telephone call. He was in bed. And she told him that John had been shot and killed. And they said, what did you do? He said, I went back to sleep. And they said, well, what about the next day? He said, well, the next day I woke up and he was still dead. And it wasn't harsh, it wasn't unfeeling. And he said what I always feel. He said, you know, to me, John had just stepped out of a suit of clothing, and that's how I feel. Oh, it has about Ira Levin, that's it, who wrote the book. Oh, no, not Hostel's Dark. No, no, no. No. Wealthy people can and do all sorts of things I wouldn't, I don't even want to know about. Yeah, I like George. And if you listen to them, Ringo is very nice to listen to. Are you a Hindu, Holly? Yeah, it transforms, that's right. Right, I'm going to get off here now because I've got to go and prepare a few things and make a cup of tea. So I will be back, and it'll probably, might be tomorrow night when everybody's gone, but it more than likely be Monday. So I'll see you all then. Oh, you've got a crush on Ringo. He married a film actress called Barbara Bach, B-A-C-H, an ex-Bond girl. I've got this craving stew. I've got to go and just get it in and get it on low. I usually let it cook for about 12 to 14 hours. Yeah, it was lovely talking to everybody. So I'll catch you tomorrow or Monday. And don't take any notice of all the nastiness and the garbage that's going on in girl world. You know, these people really need to be given the cold shoulder and ignored. They do. So thanks, Claudia, Mud, Nova, Sherry, Holly, Dark, Pallets, everybody, and Janine. And I'll be back soon. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed it. Bye-bye.